Otto Yulyevich Schmidt was a Soviet scientist, mathematician, astronomer, geophysicist, statesman, academician, hero of the USSR, and member of the Communist Party. Biography. He was born in Mogilev, Russian Empire. His father was a descendant of German settlers in Courland, while his mother was a Latvian. In 1913, Schmidt married Vera Yanitskaya and graduated from the University of Kiev, where he worked as a private docent starting from 1916. After the October Revolution of 1917, he was a board member at several people's commissariats, such as Narkomport from 1918 to 1920, People's Commissariat for Finance from 1921 to 1922. Schmidt was one of the chief proponents of developing the higher education system, publishing, and science in Soviet Russia. He worked at Narkompros, the state scientific board at the Council of People's Commissars of the USSR, and the Communist Academy. Schmidt was also employed as the director of the State Publishing House from 1921 to 1924, and chief editor of the Great Soviet Encyclopedia from 1924 to 1941. From 1923, he was a professor at the Second Moscow State University and later, at the Moscow State University, and from 1930 to 1932, Schmidt was the head of the Arctic Institute. From 1932 to 1939, he was appointed head of Glazevmorput, an establishment that oversaw all commercial operations on the Northern Sea route. From 1939 to 1942, Schmidt became a vice president of the Soviet Academy of Sciences, where he organized the Institute of Theoretical Geophysics. Otto Schmidt was a founder of the Moscow Algebra School, which he directed for many years. In the mid-1940s, Schmidt suggested a new cosmogonical hypothesis on the formation of the Earth and other planets of the Solar System, which he continued to develop together with a group of Soviet scientists until his death. Schmidt was a celebrated explorer of the Arctic. In 1929 and 1930, he led expeditions on the steam icebreaker Georgy Sedov, establishing the first scientific research station on the Franz Joseph Land, exploring the northwestern parts of the Kara Sea in western coasts of Severnaya Zemlya, and discovering a few islands. In 1932, Schmidt's expedition on the steam icebreaker Sibir Yukar with Captain Vladimir Voronin made a non-stop voyage from Arkhangelsk to the Pacific Ocean, without wintering for the first time in history. From 1933 to 1934, Schmidt led the voyage of the steamship Kiliaskan, also with Captain Vladimir Voronin, along the Northern Sea route. In 1937, he supervised an airborne expedition that established a drift ice station, North Pole 1. In 1938, he was in charge of evacuating its personnel from the ice. Otto Schmidt was a member of the Central Executive Committee of the USSR and a deputy of the Supreme Soviet of the USSR of the First Convocation. Legacy. Otto Schmidt was awarded 3 Orders of Lenin, 3 other orders and many medals. Schmidt Island in the Kara Sea, Cape Schmidt on the coastline of the Cherkasy and Chukotka Autonomous Okrug, as well as the Institute of the Earth Physics at the Soviet Academy of Science, among other places bear Schmidt's name. A minor planet. 2108 Otto Schmidt, discovered in 1948 by Soviet astronomer Pelageya Fedorovna Shan, is also named after him. Honors and awards. Hero of the Soviet Union. Order of Lenin 3 times. Order of the Red Banner of Labor twice. Order of the Red Star.